Hi, I'm Llyn and I'm the North Wales Wildlife Trust Invasive Species Lead, and I've been overseeing the work on the Dee catchment for the past 10 years, and now we have grown from just me to a team of 13 people.
The Dee Invasive Non-Native Species project has provided pop-up biosecurity stations for freshwater sport events for several years now. Our humble beginnings started off at the local level. To date, we are well known nationally and have been working with organisations such as British Canoeing, the Angling Trust and Yorkshire Water at their large-scale freshwater sports events. Despite COVID-19 putting a stop to these events, the DINNS team has continued to provide biosecurity training and on-site biosecurity guidance to several organisations including Natural Resources Wales. DINNS has also worked with British Canoeing and the Non-Native Species Secretariat to produce a biosecurity toolkit for freshwater paddling event holders, which can be found on the British Canoeing website. We are also currently working at the final stages of producing a very similar document for the Angling Trust. For more information on the DINNS biosecurity services, please contact me, Gemma, on the details below. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Helen. I'm the River Guardian Officer for the Our River Wellbeing project here at North Wales Wildlife Trust. I've been working on this project for just over 3 years now, and it's been a fabulous project to get involved with. I manage a group of volunteer river guardians who help us to come out onto the rivers and manage invasive non-native species, including Himalayan balsam.
We know it too well now, don't we?
Oh, we do. They're all blowing all over. Find the nice long ones. They're a bit floppy. I mean, we soak them to make them wetter so that they're bendy, but sometimes makes them a bit too bendy.
And what is it you're making, Helen?
So we're going to make. Yes, Jen will show you. So these are Christmas pendants / natural baubles.
Ah, that's great.
I like one of those thingies.
Yeah.
%90 of our semi-natural grasslands have declined since the 20th century. Remaining areas are now often small in size and highly fragmented, having devastating effects on our local wildlife. Cotoneaster, an invasive non-native species, is having huge effects on our limestone grasslands, smothering and outcompeting our native species. Brought to the UK in the 19th century as a garden plant, it has now taken over our protected landscapes. Many species, including the hoary rock rose, marsh fritillary and the silver-studded blue butterfly, depend on limestone grasslands to survive. Their populations are increasingly isolated and vulnerable to the effects of climate change, primarily caused by the loss of suitable habitat due to the spread of Cotoneaster. Invasive Cotoneaster has been identified in the top 10 species negatively affecting protected sites across North Wales. Based on this, the North Wales Cotoneaster Control Project has been created to tackle such issues. Our project aims to identify the range and size of Cotoneaster across North Wales, prioritise protected sites most in need of control, and engage with communities to take action for nature.
Thanks to HLF Nature Networks Fund, £500,000 has been secured to begin the Upper and Middle Dee Invasive Non-Native Species Control Project. This work will cover over 45 kilometres of riverbank on the River Dee between Corwyn and Newbridge in North Wales. We will be surveying for and controlling the invasive non-native plant species Himalayan balsam, Japanese knotweed and American skunk cabbage. This project will complement INNS management carried out over the last 3 years by the Our River Wellbeing team working on the Upper Dee, as well as linking up with our many partners and the new NREP project. Our funding has recently been confirmed, so we are currently obtaining landowner permissions, organising training days in pesticide use, brush cutting, INNS ID skills and biosecurity awareness, as well as purchasing the necessary control equipment and PPE. One of the main aims of this ambitious project is to equip and to empower local action groups and volunteers to control INNS on the Upper and Middle Dee beyond the life of the project. For more information on the Upper and Middle Dee Invasive Non-Native Species Control Project, please contact me, Gemma Rose, on the details below. Thank you.
Our North Wales Resilient Ecosystem Pilot Project covers all of North Wales and will be undertaking pilots such as conservation grazing, looking at action for angling, eDNA with citizen science and a biosecurity citizens army, and all of this will be underpinned by Wellbeing. We'll be coming to a river near you soon. Efo'r project North Wales Resilient Ecosystem Pilots, rydyn ni'n mynd i gweithio ar draws Gogledd Cymru.